I mentioned how the complexity really drives a lot of issues with accountability as well. And really, complexity is driven, one, by our Constitution. Montana's Constitution requires that the public schools in Montana be funded equitably. And so that means you have to really even out the spending that goes to each school. And the other dynamic that complicates it is that our schools are in a large way funded by local property tax dollars. And so when a student leaves or moves from one school to another, it makes it really difficult because the money's tied to the district, and it makes it requires all of these complex formulas and mathematical equations literally to get the money from this district to that district in an equitable way. And even that is not perfect as it currently stands.
Well, you're right. And when we have our staff with Legislative Fiscal Division come in and try to explain to us this really comprehensive budget formula, our staffer brings in a bucket and a bunch of blocks and sand to show us graphically how schools are funded. And we go from, well, we're required to put 10% here and 5% here and 80% here. And so the rest of the money we have to shush around like on a hockey ice rink, pushing it all back and forth to make it reach equitable and quality.
That's right.
And that's in the Constitution.
Yep.
But what do those words mean? Low-hanging fruit in the equitable, so we have to teach to the lowest common denominator, and quality is the baseline. So what do we do with these kids who want to excel, who can excel, who are chomping at the bit to excel?
Absolutely.